Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give is to Williams. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Ripping through the defense. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. come the Irish, back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Trying to get rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Tackle is made after the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And the Buckeyes in the hurry up. They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Cole. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Reeled it in and just made the house call. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line, assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Gonna run it. It's Bridges. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll go right back to him. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 14, Notre Dame 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They want to throw it. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. Ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Ball in the air, intercepted! Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. On the ground, it's Bridges.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip and tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 10 over Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Discards a man. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. This is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll try to get outside. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
In this game, it's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field, and these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. The give to the tailback. Giving him his pads. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here. Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. One more snap coming before halftime. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's off to the races. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wolf. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. trying to pick it up on the ground. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Tempo in overdrive. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Handoff from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got him, and nobody's close. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The hand to the running back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. offense getting set for first down. From the gun. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give is to Williams. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense. And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll give it to the back. Makes him talk to the hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down as a 39.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move. Runs through a tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hubs it downfield. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll bring him down in the final seconds of the quarter, and that will likely wrap up this period.
Notre Dame, 28. Ohio State, 21.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his second missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. It's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Getting some heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for space, it's Bridges. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 15 to Michigan State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Myers. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on the other side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep leading the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Toss to the outside. Flying out to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Off he goes. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, it's go time for this defense, right? Like, it's go time. We got to commit more guys near the line of scrimmage. We have to get a stop. That clock is ticking. It is not our friend. We got to get the football back.
Trying the left side. Sweet cut there. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. After the run, now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team,